evening, welcome to a rainy evening in Staffordshire. Here we are, Huddlesford, just outside Lichfield. This is our home mooring. Decided to come out and have a little look at some of the books, the Nicholson guides, because we've got a couple of holidays coming up and we wanted to have a little think about it. Oh, good work, Mrs. Lumsden.
You're welcome.
We are a bit partial to a bit of fruit beer. I don't know whether any of you have tried any of this. It's really nice. This is a German raspberry beer. This is it raspberry or strawberries? Raspberries. This
raspberry.
One. Raspberries. This one is. But you also have you're going to get a strawberry one called Frulli, which is nice. We're a bit partial to it, aren't we, Mrs?
A little drink at the Angel.
But you're a little bit partial to most
Steady.
beverages, aren't you? There you go.
I think you're very noisy.
So anyway, we've come out this evening. Mrs. L's been working quite hard, haven't you, at home? You've been a bit stressed. So I thought, let's go out to the boat.
I'm stressed because I can't take this off.
Let's have a sit down and talk about. Just throw it in there. Just throw it anywhere you want.
It's recycling.
No respect.
Cheers.
She's got no respect for this place. Cheers.
That's quite strong. It's quite strong.
What is it? It's only 5%, but it's got 12.5% raspberries.
Maybe
That's it. So got to
hardness.
keep. Anyway, so as wanted to get her out of the house, though we've got some holidays coming up. We've got a 1-week holiday, and then I think we're at home for about 10 days, and then we've got a 2-week holiday.
I'm still getting over.
What are you doing? I'm trying to talk.
I want to get her out of the house, like, oh bless, because I'm incapable of doing it myself. Ba-dong.
Anyway, I wanted to get her out of the house, the old lady, because she's incapable of doing that herself. And yes, so we want to try and find a way to see if we can link up these two holidays, because obviously we don't live aboard, and so there's some logistics there, aren't there, that we have to contemplate. But to sort of go out and come back in a week means we can't get very far. But if we use the first week to get it somewhere and then get ourselves home and then go back out to where the boat is and then have 2 weeks, that gives us a lot more
Options.
many more options. Yes. And I don't know, we've been thinking, we've got a few options that we've thought about, haven't we? And we was interested really in thinking, well, okay, we're about 10 days away from week 1 as such. So I thought that gives me time to put a little video together and ask the opinion of some of you guys and see what you think. So the options are, option 1 is to go to Liverpool.
Tenerife. Oh, sorry. Carry on. As you are.
Option 1 is to go to Liverpool. So we've never been north. We've only ever been as far north as Great Haywood. And then we always turn south down the Staffs Worcester because we like that Staffs Worcester. We've never gone any further north on the Trent Mersey. And we've never gone any further north than Burton-on-Trent on the Trent and Mersey going in the other direction. So Liverpool sounds quite exciting. I quite like the sound of that. But
I'm a little bit confused.
what?
You said we've never been further north than Great Haywood.
Yes.
And then we've never on the Trent Mersey.
Yes.
And then we've never been further north on the Trent and Mersey.
Yes.
Burton.
Yes.
But they're in opposite directions.
Yes.
But they're still going north.
Yes. You
How's
don't
that
know.
work out?
You don't know your canal network, do you?
But if you're going up north on one canal and you're
Yes.
going up north on the same canal.
Look,
We're-
there's Fradley.
Okay, so Bradley.
So when you get to Fradley, that's at the southernmost point of the Trent and Mersey.
That's north.
To Liverpool, we've got to go northwest.
Yes.
To go the other way, we've got to go northeast.
Right.
But ultimately, it's all north of where we are
I
now.
didn't appreciate that the canal dipped and had
No, no.
like a little
And if you
hang
knew
there.
your canals, like what I know my canals, you'd have recognised straight away what I was saying. Anyway, so Liverpool's an option because there's some nice, like, intricate little bits that we have to do, and there's I think the Anderton boat lift, which is something that I'd like to do. The River Weaver. I've heard some good things about it, and we love Liverpool anyway.
we do.
And we can go into the docks. Is it the Albert Dock or?
Albert Dock's like the really nice one with all the shops and the pubs, and then you've got the Baltic Quarter.
Yeah, but there's lots of little docks I think that you can go into, and you get some free moorings in Liverpool.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think Albert Dock is the only one that you can get to with a boat coming off the canal system. The other ones are kind of like docks a little bit further down, but they're for like ships and stuff like that. They come off the Mersey rather than the
There
canal.
are some links through to some of the docks. If you look on the thing,
Okay.
if you have a look,
I feel like you're shouting.
you know,
at me,
like,
and
because
that's
you question me, and I know you haven't got the knowledge.
So does that mean nobody's ever allowed to ask any questions in life? They're not allowed to be.
Yes,
kind of
you are. But
upskilled
don't look at me and blink your eyes as if you're wrong, Lumpy.
I think you get really defensive.
No, I don't get defensive.
I've never said you're wrong. I just want
I'm
to
never wrong.
increase my knowledge.
I'm trying. I tried to help you.
I'm questioning you.
Oh,
Gosh.
oh! She's had 2 mouthfuls and we're already at it. Right. So that's option 1. What's the other option?
Go south.
Go south. We'd like to go down to Oxford, onto the Thames. We want to do a bit of the Thames. We don't want to do the Thames all the way down to Limehouse and stuff. Not quite sure this boat's up to it. It's only 28 horsepower, so I'm not sure I feel comfortable going on the Thames with a low-powered engine. Yeah, that worries me a little bit. And
You've spoken to people at the club though, and they
I
all
have.
think that she's capable of doing it.
I have. This boat has got a slight V hull, so it's not a Springer. This is a Southwest Durham craft, which I think, and it's quite. When it was surveyed, it caught the surveyor by surprise, because he said, "Oh, he'd never come across a Southwest Durham craft boat with a V hull," which is fine. We're happy with that. It's fine, but it does tend to sort of be a bit rocky in the water. It's not got the same sort of stability that a flat bottom's got. So I suppose that makes me a little bit worried as well. You get that bit of swell, you get a big tourist boat go past.
Yes.
You know, I'm just a bit worried. So maybe somebody can assure me that everything's going to be okay. I don't know, but that's option 2, isn't it? Option 2 would be down the Grand Union, down to Braunston, Napton, that sort of way, and then down through to Oxford. We've done a bit.
Did we get to stay in Oxford?
Yeah, we've done that
Yeah.
before. We got to Oxford, didn't we?
We did, but it was at the end of the holiday with daybreak, so
Yeah.
we just kind of like
We
moored up and
delivered the
then-
boat there
yeah.
down to Oxford, but down to Oxford may be that 7 days, so we could feasibly do that. Get to Oxford, put the boat safe, come home, back down there, and do 2 weeks, which I think would allow us to go down the Thames a bit, come back in at Brentford, and come up the Grand Union.
I like the Grand Union.
I know you do. You like the pubs.
I do like the pubs. The old lush.
I mean, that might not get us home, but we are quite comfortable with the Grand Union, and I think it's relatively easy then to get to places if we fall short of getting home. And Tom's always available these days as well. Tom, Fisherman Tom,
Yes.
he's now capable, he's competent with the boat, and he's available. So he said, like, if we struggle, he doesn't mind going and jumping on it for a couple of days and sort of
lovely.
helping bring it back. So that's an option as well. So that would work for us.
I like the idea of that one, though, and that would be lovely to just spend just a couple of days in Oxford, just to meander around.
Well, yeah, and we haven't done the Grand Union south of
No.
Leighton Buzzard, really, have we? Because we've only ever gone and got Ian's boat from there
Yeah, and then brought it up north.
and come north. So we haven't done Brentford to Leighton Buzzard. So there's still quite a portion of it that we've not done. But it would be lovely to go on the Thames, go through Henley, Windsor, Eton, all those nice
I kind of
places.
think you've sold it, and I've made up my decision in any case.
Well,
sorry.
possibly. But I do so want to go north. But we've got all our lives. Well, the thing we've got, the opportunity that we have, because we're a member of Lichfield Cruising Club, so therefore it's a cruising club that is a part of a national membership. I think it's called the AWCC or something. something W cruising clubs. It's like an association. Well, being members of this, it entitles us to be able to moor as a guest at other AWCC clubs.
So do we know where those are?
They're all listed online. So there's some in
Right, okay.
Oxford, there's some on the Thames, and so if that's what we're going to do, we can look ahead, book ahead. Have you got
Right,
space for us? Because then it just gives us that security that our boat is then being looked after for that 10 days that we come back to Brum.
So when do we go?
So we go a week on.
Sunday. So we can't leave earlier because of your work.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, possibly we can possibly go and I can come back. Depends. Yeah, possibly.
Because I'm off on the Friday, but you think you're going to be working then, yeah?
We could get the boat into Birmingham possibly, and then I can get the train out of Birmingham on Saturday, and then come back in. So.
And I could just stay in Birmingham shopping.
No, not shopping. Just sitting, looking pretty on the back of the boat, not spending any money at all.
Or I could invite my friends down and we can have a party at the Canal House.
Yes, something
Okay,
like
I like
that.
that. I like that idea.
So that's a possibility, but that means I've got to start planning to try to do a bit of something next week, and I've got the grandsons
Yeah,
next
haven't
week.
you?
So kind of they're the options really. I don't suppose we need to go on into that much further. There is another option. We could do the Leicester Ring. The Leicester Ring, I think, is about 10-12 days. So again, it still just couldn't be done.
Does that involve a river?
Just a little bit. So the Leicester Ring's going to go
There's that one there.
there.
Yeah.
That's that.
Okay.
So
Nah.
it takes us up to Nottingham, really, and then we come back down through Leicester, and then you're coming back down into.
I think I've kind of got my heart set on that. Now you've mentioned Oxford and you've mentioned Windsor and Eton and around there and the Thames.
Yeah.
And it's going to be nice weather. We're having a heat wave, apparently.
Yeah, it's going to pick back up again. I think it's going to pick back up again.
And it's always nice to be down south when the weather picks up.
Yes. So we use this map that's on the wall here because it just gives you that wider view to give you an idea of what we're looking at. These are then what we use for many other things.
Pubs in the main.
So I'm sure most of you are aware of these sorts of things. These are Nicholson's guides. So these are really useful because these show you absolutely everything that's going on. So we can trace where we're going. You can see all your water points and bits and bobs like that, where all your locks are. So they're quite useful. And then we also use Canal Planner AC, and then it tells you, gives you a rough summary of how long it's going to take, how many locks there are, where some decent overnight stays are. So that's really good as well. Canal Plan AC, always worth a little look. So I'll give that a bit of studying over the next few days and see what we come up with. But I would love people's suggestions on or stories about the trip north to Liverpool as well, from the Midlands to Liverpool. What might I expect on that? And I suppose if it doesn't happen this year, would you recommend us doing that as soon as we can?
To the Liverpool element was the fact it was just so close to all the pubs and the Cavern Club.
You can't keep wanting to go to Liverpool because you can never remember it, can you? Keep going there with the intention of creating memories, but every time you come away from there, you can't remember being there.
I do remember.
The same pattern seems to be starting to happen with your daughter as well, because the last time you went, you took your daughter, and neither of you can remember what happened. So Paula's daughter, Georgia, is a terrible drunk. When she's drunk, she's an emotional drunk. I just want to.
Oh no!
No. I know. Look, I'm crying. I know that. But look, it's nothing to do with you. I just want to know this answer to this question. I've never asked it before.
In her defence, can I just say that she's a very happy drunk, and she goes from she's so sociable and such fun to be with. But she's sort of she doesn't gradually get there. She gets there and she stays there, and then she suddenly drops.
So, darling.
Yes.
Where are we going for our tea?
Should we go to the pub?
We're going to go to the Plough. So the Plough at Huddersfield, a lot of you probably know about the Plough at Huddersfield. It's really nice, just on the canal, which is at the end of this arm, because this is the old Worley and Essington, the dead arm as such, just finishes about 50 yards in that direction. And so, yeah, if we go back down there, it meets up with the Coventry Canal, and the Clough is just there, and it's really nice.
Very nice food.
Good food, good service, good beers.
Did you talk about us being in charge of the bar last weekend at the club?
Yes, well, you see, being a part of a club, you have to be a part of the community. You have to be a part of the tasks that they do. You know, it's our club as such, so we all have to volunteer to do our duties. And we did the bar
duty
last Saturday. We had 3 customers. That's great.
So cheap.
Do you think we only got 3 customers because they'd heard it was you that was on?
I wasn't doing anything. You were the one that was doing all the serving. I was just trying to clean up.
Because I am a bon vivant.
I kind of saw us as a demo
Master of the house, quick to catch your eye, ever want to greet the but the best to buy.
I thought I could be Barbara Windsor.
Nell Gwyn.
Not Nell Gwyn. What was
Do you think this the engine's ticking over. I'm just wondering now whether it's really audible. But it's too late because we're not going to shoot all this again, are we? So we're going to switch it off and see what difference it makes.
Oh no. Oh wow, that's peaceful.
Do you think that's ruined?
I think so.
Are we going to start again?
No, because I finished my beer and I went
Anyway.
to the pub.
We're after your options for where we go on holiday.
Cheers.
We like that because it's lovely. Raspberry beer, it's beautiful, isn't it? Oh, it's strong. No, it's 5%.
What do you mean north?
You know why it's
south,
strong?
south?
It says it's 12.5% raspberries. That's why it's a bit tart. Yes, don't you know what the Trent and Mersey Canal does? It goes like that. That's why it goes. That's
I
north.
say want to go to Oxford because you just normally go straight on like that.
Yeah, I know, but
and she's
do you
not.
like-
She's a happy drunk.
And because you
she
want,
really is a
yes,
happy drunk.
indeed it is. Shall I turn the engine off? Oh, I've already done it. Like a groundhog boat. Yeah, I'm sorry if the sound of the engine ruined most of that film.
It is so quiet now. Why did you turn the engine on?
It's not been started for a while. I thought I'll let it tick over. It won't bother us ticking over.
Your life is full of mistakes.
No, worthless wreck. It's just ridiculous. Out of the world. I don't normally do the big finish at the end where I say, yeah, if you like this video, please click on like.
Don't do that.
If you want to share, please do share it. And make sure you subscribe. And
where's your accent come from?
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't rightly
It's from
know.
north. You know where north is? It's up there. Up. It's up that way.
According to you, it's up there and
north.
it's up there.
I don't know. Is this a Yorkshire accent or is it a Lancashire accent? I think it's Yorkshire. Yorkshire.
Do you Scottish accent?
No.
What is that?
Oh no.
No.
No. Can you do that? Right, guys. Been a pleasure as usual, and very soon we will be bringing you some cruising videos. It'll be fantastic.
Oh, I can't wait. I
Won't it be
really can't
fantastic?
wait.
And I've got a product. I've got to review a product. I've been sent a product.
That's it. That is exciting. How did they get in touch with you then? How did they
I suppose
find
they've seen
you?
the channel. So I'll have to do a video that says this is a paid promotion or something, because I think I get to keep it. I don't understand all this promotion stuff. I think I get to keep it.
Are you sure?
I think so. I just have to make sure I put at the start that this is a paid. I think it says it's a
Is
paid
it like, you know,
promotion. Something like that.
people that are like influencers on Twitter
Yes.
and stuff like that, they have to say it's a paid promotion as opposed to
They
or
do
paid
now.
endorsement.
They didn't have
Yeah.
to before. They do now. So when you see that come up, give it a watch, because I'm going to try and find a way of delivering it so it doesn't feel like an advert. See if I can put our usual prating about spin on it.
Why would we?
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And so basically, you don't want me standing there in a bikini. Going, "Ta-da."
Darling, nobody wants you standing there in a bikini.
That's really harsh.
Nobody.
We're very honest.
I know there is one, isn't there? Harry would like to see you standing there in a bikini. You perhaps need to go and have some cataract operations.
That's really harsh, but just in case they do have cataracts, mister.
Go and get your eyes tested. Right. Cheers, missus.
I've actually finished mine. We need to go.
Okay. See you guys. See
Bye.
you soon. Bye bye.